Okay, I guess everybody's absent. All right, you can go ahead and save attendance. Oh, we got a lot of people coming to class late today. All right. Okay. Hey, reach out to Ashanta. I saw Jamar earlier today. I don't know what happened to him. All right. Let me save the attendance. I just gotta wait on the students to arrive. Okay. Okay. Let me get this ready. Host controls. All right. What's this? All right, Rush. I'm just waiting on any students to arrive. Let's fix this screen. Okay. Oh, there's Rush. Okay. Okay. Rush, you there? Okay, I guess he's on the phone.
Tyler.
You say, oh, what's going on, dude? What happened to Jamar Davis? I saw him in GGI.
Nah, he doing some makeup work. He here.
Oh, yes, though. There he is now. I marked him absent. So how long has he been there?
No, he been here the whole time.
Yeah, just not in the room. That's the problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
He was on his work though. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Hello,
But
let me tell you, Mister, the thing was saying join now, but cause I got to ask for permission to get in your classroom, so it's so I was stuck on a thing where I was doing something else. It was telling me like join the classroom. So
that's fine. That's fine.
if you,
You're in here now.
if you,
Let me get Carson in here now. Gotta mark both of you guys present. Where's there's Davis and then Carson. I don't see his name pop up yet. Waiting on him to show. Okay, so Rush, you ready to take them through the basics?
Yeah, I am. I thought I was unmuted.
No, you wasn't, but now you are. All right.
Okay, so we only got Jamar here. So Jamar, you can go ahead and take all the points.
Uh, the five basic norms: no one has the right to hurt another person. Education and classroom are sacred. We will never behave in a way that would discredit ourselves, our school, our family. In Excel Academy Southwest, students always act with integrity. We take pride in the Excel Academy of Southwest. The five academic norms: we respect the opinions of others. We respect the culture of the classroom. We are attentive and participate. We have high expectations of ourselves, our peers, and our teachers. We are here to focus on ourselves for post-secondary endeavor.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. GGI Townhouse Monday through Friday, 11:15 a.m. Mr. Tyler gives out credit towards assignments for attendance and participation in GGI Townhouse. So make sure you guys attend GGI and participate. Thank you, sir. Um, Raspberry Pi kits. If you don't have one, please let me and Mr. Tyler know so we can get you one. We have plenty. If you do have one and it has issues, please let us know so we can get it swapped out for you if we cannot troubleshoot the device for you. So please let us know. It's essential that you have the device. All right, go, Tashawn.
Every Wednesday and Thursday, learn the code from the convenience of your home and get extra credit for some of your classes. Then pandemic's effect on the coding job market. Why learn to code? It's a fun new five benefits of coding. Interested? Learn by clicking the link FOPM code.
Good job. Go ahead, Mar.
Uh, daily task. Students will be able to complete the evaluation as hello all experienced STEAM students. Welcome to class. Inside of the SB, you can access all pre-recorded videos of each class. These videos are normally reviewed by 4 p.m. daily. Uh, exploring computer science, MIT Scratch, and Microsoft Make Code projects are required daily. Most projects are possible to complete on a cell phone. However, functionality will be limited. An actual, an actual personal computer is required to take full advantage of the course. Computer science is a graduation requirement of the state of Illinois via Board of Education. For questions or concerns, email me at, or reach out to me via email.
You muted yourself, but okay. Uh, let's come to this last one. Who's gonna read this one?
Students will be able to analyze the official Raspberry Pi Beginner's Guide. Fourth, fourth additional menu to answer technical questions about their Raspberry Pi 400 Academy kits in regards to Chapter 3. Classroom terms of the day, collaboration, word of the day, affluent.
Mm-hmm. That word was calibration. All right, so I'm gonna share put some information in the chat for you all. Um, this information is coming straight from Edsby. Okay, so we're grabbing this. This is going to be when a person reads it worth 35 points. But everyone else needs to. I think Carson, you got access to this link already. Let's grab this. Okay. Who gets to read this one? It's in the chat.
All right.
Go right ahead.
Let's see.
Hmm. See where it says hello.
Yeah. Hello, all, and good morning, Austin Major. Answer the following question in the text PDF via the official Raspberry Pi beginner's guidebook that came with your kit. You will be partnering up with other students based upon your group role selected later on this week. So you will need to start understanding what each role requires. Use Google to look up and define these roles. Computer electrical engineer, define collaborator, secretary, define. Review pages 36 through 53, the official Raspberry Pi beginner's book, for your answers of all questions included in this document. We will discuss the assignment further in class. Hope to see you there in Zen.
All right. So everybody should click on that link right now because that's the link we're going to use to actually get some things accomplished. I think, Carson, you already have access to this link. So most of this class period, you're just going to be trying to finish up that document. Try to make this week pretty easy on you guys to, get you used to these kits because all next week, and bear in mind, this is week 3 of quarter 4. I think altogether we have 8 weeks, and the halfway mark is going to be probably sometime next week, if not the week after. We have progress reports. So you want to have your best scores in the system and turn in all assignments as soon as you can, because whatever you have by that midpoint is what's sent out to your parents in the form of a progress report. All right, so try to have that all taken care of and the work turned in. Now, if you clicked on the link, I'm going to use Jamar, for example. Turn the share feature on. I want you to share your screen so we can make sure you have access, for one, but two, also to make sure the link is working. Let me turn on the share feature. And this is for 20 points, just for making sure everything's functional. All right, so the share feature's on. I'm going to share your screen, Jamar, and let me see if that link works. Okay, there you go. Mm-hmm. All right, looks like it's working for you. Now, did you download it already, or is that just what you saw when you clicked on the link? I don't think you downloaded it yet.
No, I gotta download.
Yeah, because you got to make it your own. That's not going to allow you to edit. So,
So, yeah, I didn't get to that yet. Can you
okay.
want to teach me?
Yeah, you know how to do this. We did this yesterday. Click on download, dude.
Loading.
Okay. While he's doing that, I'm going to get the objective and everything ready again so you guys can see that. School's internet is running kind of slow today, huh? Oh, there it is. And don't forget, Jamar, you got to send it to yourself if you're going to work on it at home, because you might have access to that laptop outside of school. So.
Oh no, this is my laptop.
You got your laptop
I
this
brought
time.
my
That was
laptop today.
smart. Yeah, that means anything you do in class, you can take with you. Pretty smart. So yeah, download it to your computer and then open it up so you can begin working on it. Carson, I just want to make sure once he's done, you share your screen and see how much more you got finished. You should be almost done with this, Carson, by the end of class today, so you
Is
can
it
turn it in.
downloaded?
Looks like it did. Why don't you open it up real quick?
I think something wrong with it.
No, just gotta be a little patient. Give it some time.
No, it's broke.
Well, you saying Chrome extension? Hmm? Oh no, there it goes, dude. You gotta be patient. That's all. I see that W pop up.
uh,
Patience is a virtue, young man. All right. So try to type in some things like your name, date. I just want to make sure it works before I score your points. Yep, it's working. All right. Don't forget, Jamar. I'm going to show the screen. I want you to read the objective and pay attention to the words you got to put in there for classroom term of the day and word of the day. But this is worth 40 points. You got to read both slides because it's a reminder you can't come to class with cell phones. Once you read this slide and the next. So let me resume so you can see. All right.
stop. I can stop presenting.
Yeah, you good, dude. All right. So you see my screen?
Not chat.
Okay. Let me click on this again. Maybe you got stuck in the land of Google.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay.
Uh, MIT Scratch, a Microsoft-made code project are required daily. Most projects are possible to complete on a cell phone. However, functionally li- will be limited. Uh, an actual personal computer is required to take full advantage of the course. Computer science is a graduation requirement for the state of Illinois via Board of Education. For questions or concerns, email the teacher or reach out to them via ASB Messenger.
Okay. And then the last one is what you should pay attention to. Go ahead and read that. You might want to fill out those words too.
Students will be able to analyze the official Raspberry Pi Beginner's Guide, fourth edition menu to answer fourth edition menu to answer technical questions about their Raspberry Pi 400 Academy kits. In regards to Chapter 3, the classroom term of the day is uh, calibration,
Calibration.
calibration.
Hmm.
Let me put it. Let me put that down.
Yeah, type it in your document. I was going to say you might want to type that in there now where the question marks are for classroom term of the day. And then after you do that, you need to read off the next word and type it in so you don't forget. Just look up what they mean on Google. That's easy
Uh,
points.
uh, and then the word of the day is affluent.
Yep, you got it. Don't forget to type it in right now. Okay, so he got his points. I'm assuming that Carson, you're gonna have a third word of the day, not word of the day, but classroom term of the day, because you got this document, I think, in physics, right? So you got a different word in physics than you would for computer science, and that's calibration. So you just need to add that word to your document. And then, Mr. Carson, since you have me twice, let's try to make this easy. Like Jalen's another person like that. You want to turn it in both periods. So you'll see this assignment pop up in both your physics and your computer science, and you'll just turn those both in and get full credit. But make sure you have both of the terms. So that calibration in one, I think last period it was critical thinking. I have to have the definitions of both. Just you, Carson. Davis, you just need to fill it out. And one other thing, everybody, there is roles, right? So this is what Jamar read earlier. No, I think it wasn't Jamar. It was actually Carson. These roles you have to define at the end of your document. Some students lost points for this yesterday. So you're going to define what each of these roles are by just going on Google and looking them up. All right. You got to say what they are at the end of your document and then highlight in yellow which one you think you're more inclined to do or to perform as if we do our team activities. Okay. So a couple of minutes to do that. Give you 10 minutes at most. The answers for your questions are in between what pages? Who knows? This is for 5 points. See if anybody remembers. Where do we find the answers at? Hmm? Say it again, Carson.
36 and 53.
Very good. Not 36 and 53, 36 to
Mm.
53, in between. All right. So now we have an opportunity, a reading opportunity for someone. And this is going to be worth 50 points. You got to read basically from 36 to 37. Who would like to do that? So either you, Carson, or you, Mr. Davis. Who would like to read from pages 36 to 37? It's not a lot to read, but it's worth 40 points.
I'll read.
All right. So start with you see the orange R on 36. And you're going to stop at next, where it's on page 37.
You said stop at next.
Yep, on page 37.
How many points this is?
It's 40 points, sir.
Raspberry Pi is able to run a wide range of software, including a number of different operation systems. The core software that makes a computer run, the most popular of these, and the official operating system of the Raspberry Pi Foundation is Raspberry Pi OS, based on De- Debian,
Yep, Debian.
Debian Linux,
Yep,
Linux,
Linux.
Linux. It is tailor-made for Raspberry Pi and comes with a range of extras pre-installed and ready to go. If you've only ever used Microsoft Windows or Apple Mac OS, don't worry. Raspberry Pi OS is based on the same Windows icons, menus, and pointers, WIMP principles, and should quickly feel familiar. The following chapter will you get The following chapter will get you started and introduce you to some of the bundle softwares. Uh, the Welcome Wizard. The first time you run Raspberry Pi OS, you will see the Welcome Wizard. This helpful tool will walk you through changing some settings in Raspberry Pi OS, known as the configuration to match how and where you will be using Raspberry Pi. Click the next button, then choose your country, language, and time zone by clicking on each drop on each.
Jamar, you skipped that blue box. Can you read that?
Oh yeah, I got you. My bad. Closing the wizard. You can choose to close the welcome. You can choose to close the welcome wizard by clicking the cancel button. But certain Raspberry Pi features, such as the wireless network, won't work until you answer at least the first set of questions. Uh, Click the next button, then choose your country, the language, and time zone by clicking each drop down box in turn and selecting your answer from the list in figure 3 and 2. Uh, if you are using a US layout keyboard, click on the checkbox to make sure Raspberry Pi OS uses the correct keyboard layout. If you want the desktop and program to appear in English, regardless of your country native language, click on the use English language checkbox to tick it. When you finish, click next.
Very good, sir. That's 40 points. All right. So look, I'm gonna give you all 10 minutes to try to get something completed. You want to have at least a few of the questions done. And believe it or not, Jamar, you just read some of the answers to your the document. You might not even notice it. So reread that section again to yourself and see if you answered a few questions already. Uh, 10 minutes, type in all your responses. I need full sentences. Do not type in something like, you know what I mean? Or look, let's act like we're academics. Okay. So type a full sentence and try to get as much done as possible. Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
Hey, Mr. Tyler.
Yes, sir.
I ain't gonna lie. The last one we was assigned, I turned it in late.
Hmm.
How much? How many points you think it's worth still?
Well, if you did everything correctly, you still get up to 80 points. Oh, you made it, Miss Cherry. I tried to reach out to you before. You know, class starts at 12:20, right, Cherry? 10 minutes, everybody. I get her caught up next. Your microphone work, Cherry?
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm late. I'm in Georgia and it's a different time out here, so I thought I had a different class.
Oh, okay. You sound like you're still working on some old projects. But listen, I want you to look at the chat and open the link so you can begin starting on assignment. Do you have the book to your kit?
I can't hear you.
Do you have the book to your kit? Do you hear me, Ashanta? Hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out what this noise is. I don't know how to stop it.
Just stop the program. That's the Scratch program. I know what that is. It's Turtle Run. So you started the program. You got to hit the little stop button. Did that work for you? I don't know how many tabs you got open. You might have
Yeah, I have multiple scratch
tabs.
cards.
Yeah, okay, that's why. All right. So do you have your Raspberry Pi book is what I was asking. You're gonna need that to answer today's questions. Is that a yes, no, maybe, Miss Cherry? And also, did you click on the link in the chat because that's how you can access the actual questions?
Is the guidebook on Esme?
No, ma'am. The guidebook came with your kit. See this book I'm
I
talking
don't
about
have
here?
my kid with me.
Ooh. So I don't know. We might want to figure out how to get your book because so you might want to just work on the old assignments, like the scratch assignments, but you can't really do these questions without that book. All right, everybody else, 7 minutes. You should be working on a document that I put in the chat, and then we're gonna see how far everybody got. These questions are not hard to answer. You just gotta look between pages 36 and 53. It's kind of like a scavenger hunt and answer to the best of your abilities. I'm so ready to go home. It's so cold. You got a question, Cherry? Your microphone is on.
Why you? No, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Okay, time for share outs. Jamar, can you read that on the screen there for a few points, and then we're gonna see. I want you to share your screen and see how far you've gotten.
Uh, what I'm reading, the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Students will be able to analyze the official Raspberry Pi beginner's guide, the fourth edition, menu to answer technical questions about the Raspberry Pi 100 Academy kit in regards to Chapter 3. Classroom time of the day is calibration. Word of the day is influence.
Mm-hmm. All right. So share your screen. Let's see how far he was able to get with it, and then Carson, you'll be next. Look, dude. Okay. Oh, okay. You finding stuff. Okay. Okay. What about the other stuff? Do you get the words in there from the exit slip? And yeah, yeah, okay. You filled your name out and stuff. Class, no, date is all you got to do. And the class name is CS, or Computer Science for All is the class name. And this is period 3. Okay, so don't forget about those roles at the bottom of the document is where you put the definitions of those roles. Okay, Jamar. Um, Carson, you're up next. I want to see how far you've gotten. You can stop sharing, Jamar. Just keep on working at it.
All right.
You got your 25 points for that share out. Let's see, Carson, whenever you're ready, you can just hit present and it'll allow yours to display. So I want to see if you got a little more done than you started with last period. Okay, you're sharing. Okay, where are we at? Okay, looks like you're working on some of the other questions. All right. What about the roles? Did you put those in at the bottom? Or did you forget to put the roles in? Okay, you still haven't looked them up though, but you have them. So don't forget to do that part 2, you guys. All right, so it's 104. Go to the top, Carson. I want to see if you got the exit slip filled out a little bit and your name and stuff. Okay. Okay, you got the words in there, and okay, so I see you got it listed so you can look it up later. Correct. Don't forget to do those. All right. So you can stop sharing. You got your 25 points. Now I want you guys to work on. There's a link from Friday's session, and you're going to be filling it out. So let me grab it. And if you was in Friday, what we did was, I think Carson, you got it. We didn't do it on 3rd period. I think we did it 4th period. So you guys don't have to do that link. But let me come out of this. Go back one. There we go. So video recordings, in case you missed what happened yesterday, they were posted here. All right. So here's a recording of today's class. You'll notice there's a chat transcripts. There's this, and there's this. Now this is the the MP4 file you have to download before you can use it. So bear that in mind. That's why it's easier to use in most cases the YouTube link. I'm going to now post some links that'll be very helpful for you later in case you want to set up your kit or you want to read up on how it's supposed to work online. You might want to bookmark all these links I'm going to give you in one moment. So, un momento, por favor. Grab this. And I'm just going to play the 4-minute video so you get an idea of your kit while you guys work on the rest of these questions. I'm going to be letting you out around 1:15. But in the meanwhile, just pay attention to the video because it really explains how to put your kit together. So if you're at home or whatever, just make sure you save all the links so you can be setting it up. Because next week, we're going to be using these kits a lot. We have what's called the Google Code Next curriculum that we're going to go through. And we went through this before. Stop presenting. And then I'll put this in here for you. So in the chat, I'm putting supporting links you're going to need later. All right. The first one is what I'm going to play, and that's the video. So you get an idea of how to set your kit up and get started. Chapter 3 takes you through how to get your internet set up, your keyboard set up, all the basics. So you're definitely going to need that later on. Definitely bookmark these links. Right now I'm going to scroll down and find the actual, it doesn't show me the YouTube. There it is. Do what I tell you to do, not what you want to do. There we are. I think it's presenting for you guys. I got to check my screens. Okay, yep. Looks like it's queued up and ready. Okay. Let's go here and mute myself.
Welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to set up this Raspberry Pi 400 unit along with all the components we've shipped to you. Okay, so make sure everything's ready to go. Let's begin by inserting the micro SD card. All the operating system is on this card, so be very careful. On the Raspberry Pi 400 unit, you should see a little slot in the back. Insert it carefully until you hear a little click. It's got a spring motion, so you can remove it or put it back in by clicking it in place. Okay, now let's power up the 7-inch monitor. This needs to get power from the Raspberry Pi. So I'm going to insert it into this and into the USB slot. Any of them will work. And on this side, where it says DC. You could also power it from a different source, or you can use a TV if you want, as long as it's got an HDMI connection. Okay, we also have a mouse, so that connects also into the USB slot. The computer right now is off, so nothing's going to be powered up yet. We also sent you a USB cam, webcam, so that would connect also into the USB slot right here. Okay, we're going to use it right now. And then finally, the SenseTat unit. The SenseTat unit has these pins exposed in the set, so be very careful not to bend them. They're very delicate. And it's a very important that you also follow how to connect it. So you want to make sure that this side connects to this side on the SenseTat, and you carefully insert and press down until it clicks into place in this direction. Okay, and on this side, you'll connect it to the GPIO pins of the Pi. If you're familiar with the Pi, you know that these pins are used for lots of different things. This Pi 400 unit, it's the same thing, they're just in a different location. So press it into place until it can go no further, and that should be secure. All right, so let's give it power and let's see what happens. We also need to connect the HDMI cable. So HDMI cable connects to the monitor here. Like I said, you can use any monitor or TV that has HDMI and micro HDMI on this side. For the Raspberry Pi, there are 2 slots, so you can have 2 monitors actually. So let's connect it like that. And we are ready to go. So next thing we do is to give it some power. Make sure you use this power source. Do not use some other computer power. You may actually, or some phone charger, you may actually give this too much power and you may end up damaging the unit or making it unusable. All right, so let's connect it. Right here in the middle, there's a power slot. You should see the SenseTat come to life with a rainbow pattern. And on the monitor, you should start seeing, if this is the first time, a series of installation scripts. Every time you run it, the Pi will actually boot into the desktop. So when the first time you do it, you should see some prompts to get on the Wi-Fi network, so have your password ready. It will also ask you to localize your keyboard to whatever keyboard layout, US keyboard preferred. And then you will be asked to approve a series of updates. Those updates are very important. They will take a long time depending on your internet connection. So it's a good idea to just leave it updating, walk away, get some lunch, go for a walk, whatever you need to. And then eventually after everything's done and ready, you should end up with a fully working Linux computer with a browser, internet connection, and lots of activities and software tools that we won't get into in this video. But that's it. Thank you for watching, and good luck and happy coding.
Okay, so that is in essence how your kit is set up in 4 minutes flat. It's going to take a little bit longer. Some students say it took about an hour to do the updates, but that's based upon how fast your internet speed is wherever you are. So your best bet is to leave it running after you get it plugged up correctly, and do it gently. Don't try to force nothing in anywhere. The biggest thing that students had an issue with when setting up this kit, let me bring this file up for you, was actually setting up the SenseHat portion. And a lot of you guys, especially physics and robotics students, will have to use this SenseHat. Let me share the screen for you so you can see it. Now, the SenseHat comes in your kit. It's like a small little chip like this big, right? And if you look at my other Mike Tyler login, you'll see my SenseHat is lit up. That's the LED screen that you see there. So let me see if I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. And my kit's set up right behind me. It's like a backup kit, backup computer, in case something goes wrong with this laptop. Mr. Rush and others have seen me real quickly switch over to my kit. It's a lifesaver, especially in these classes of technology and stuff, or just STEM basically. All right, so let me grab this again because it did move. And if you take a look here on my screen, I think everybody should see what I'm doing. Let me make sure it comes up for you guys over here on the kit. I'm just waiting for it to transition. Yeah, see, sometimes this computer runs really, really slow. That's why I got to jump on my kit from time to time. There we go. So now everybody can see what I'm doing, and you see the view I have, knowing when you guys are in class, not in class. Everybody can see what I'm doing. So if I go here and pin, this is how your kit is supposed to be set up. All right. Basically, you have, like he said, the mouse. You have the SenseHat here, right? And the SenseHat is what's lighting up here. If you can see my finger. Right. So you definitely want to, put it in a place where it's stationary and you don't have to change it that often. And from there on out, you should be straight every day of class because you're going to need to keep this set up. Some students have damaged it because what they do is, well, I'm done with it. I'll unplug it and put it in a box. And when they try to put it together, they don't know they broke a piece or something. It's just that delicate. And it's expensive. I think each of these kits costs about $300 to $400 a piece. All right. So keep that in mind. If you take care of it, you can use this well into college, a job. You write resumes on it, all sorts of things. More importantly, do science. Let's come out of this. So again, the link that I just showed you with the SenseHat here, how to assemble it. As I stated before, the hardest part for most students is one, making sure you put all the pins correctly on the SenseHat. Two, like they do here, you, with the right orientation, set it up. So you slide that on there, right? That little black piece that comes with your kits. And then you gently put it together. Now remember, there's 40 pins, so there's 40 sockets. There's no reason for you to like be off a pin alignment because once you push that thing all the way down, it's hard to pull out. And then I gotta try to get it out there, disassemble without breaking it, and give you another kit because we're gonna need these parts later on. Let me change this view. All right, so it's 1:15. Everybody knows what they got to do. When you're ready to turn in this document, you have to turn it in as a PDF. Now, what do I mean by PDF? If you're in Word, you got to go to Save As and PDF. If you're in Google Docs, you have to go download as a PDF. You're going to take that PDF and put it into today's assignment, which is chapter 3 here. Okay. To do that, you first do what I said, download it as a PDF when you're completely done with it. And then you locate that file by going inside the assignment and clicking on Browse Your Computer. It's the one icon that has these two sheets of papers. They're like sandwiched together, and it's a little icon in inside the submission box. So if you see my screen here, scroll down a little bit so you can see it. Once you download the PDF, you're going to locate your document, and you're going to click Browse Your Computer in Edsby. And you'll find your document you downloaded. Once you're done with it, right, put it in Edsby, hit Submit, and I'll see it in my gradebook on time. All right. Okay. Is there any questions? It's 1:16. Jamar, Carson, you guys understand what you got to do before 8 p.m. with this?
Yeah,
They say
yeah,
yes. Okay.
yeah. I'm doing this literacy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that document. Okay, Carson, you say yeah. All right, turn it in, guys, because believe it or not, we're almost at the mid part of the quarter. I want you to finish strong. All right. There's no more questions. You guys are free to get ready for your next period. It starts at 1:30, and I gotta get ready for it too for my robotics students.